again to Erika's Best. Thanks for stopping by today. Today I'm going to be using some of my homemade extracts in a cake. I am going to do a cinnamon swirl cake and a pineapple swirl cake. I'm using one vanilla cake batter, and I'm going to divide it between these two cake pans and make two separate cakes. So in this mixing bowl I have already 1 cup of butter, 2 cups of sugar, and 4 eggs. This is just a basic cake recipe, and you can use this basic cake recipe to make almost any kind of cake you want. All you need to do is just add whatever mix-ins you want to add. Like I'm going to be adding in the different extracts. You can add in fruit, you can add in whatever you want to make this cake be whatever you want it to be. So again, inside the cake, inside this batter, inside this mixing bowl, I have 1 cup of butter, 2 cups of sugar, and 4 eggs. And I've just whipped them so they were light and fluffy and light in color. To this, I'm going to add 2 3/4 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt. And I'm using some pink Himalayan sea salt, but please feel free to use whatever salt you have on hand. It doesn't matter. And 1 cup of milk. Oops. Accidents happen in the kitchen. So we're going to mix that together. So now I have mixed my batter together. I'm going to add vanilla. And that's one thing. You always want to add about a teaspoon of vanilla. No matter if you're going to add other extracts, this is going to give your final product a better depth of flavor. So I add about a teaspoon of vanilla in there, and then I will divide my batter, and then I'm going to divide the batter in between these two pans, reserving about 1 cup of the batter to mix my flavorings in for the swirl. So let me get this on. So I'm back, and I just took about a 1/2 cup of the batter and added some of the concentrated cinnamon to it, and I'm going to scrape all of this out and add it to the cake. I also did add about a 1/2 teaspoon of this cinnamon extract to the cake batter itself, but this right here is a more concentrated, so you'll get little bursts of the cinnamon throughout the cake. So just to say, you know, when I first made the cinnamon extract, I don't know what I thought it was going to taste like, but I have just thoroughly enjoyed using it. As you can see, this bottle was full when I first decanted it, and now it's almost gone. I've used it in several recipes, from coffee cake to French toast, and now this cinnamon swirl cake. And I'm just gonna swirl this cinnamon through like that, and then spread it all back out. And this is gonna bake at 350 degrees for about 15 minutes, maybe a little longer because I'll have 2 cakes in. And this one, I added about a tablespoon of the concentrated pineapple to this, and I just added a little bit of the concentrated, a teaspoon or so, in the actual cake pan. And I actually added a little bit of a little bit of yellow food coloring so that you could see that there is a swirl. So this is just the lemon, and I'm just gonna dollop it in like I did with the cinnamon one. And there's really no rhyme or reason. You just put little dollops and get it all in, and then just swirl it through your batter just to get a little swirled effect, so you'll get that burst of pineapple flavor when you bite into it. You'll get bursts of that pineapple flavor. And so here you see I have both of my cakes swirled. I took about a half a cup of the cake batter for both of these, so about a cup I reserved and split it between the two different flavorings, and I added about a tablespoon of flavoring to each bowl, stirred it around. I added also some yellow food coloring so you could see the pineapple in the cake, so you could see the swirl. So I'm gonna bake these at 350 degrees for about between 20 and 25 minutes. And I just want you to see, I decanted this maybe about a month ago, and you can see I really love the way this one tastes. I use it a lot. I have made French toast a few times. I have made cinnamon bread. I have made coffee cakes. This flavoring, I don't think I knew what it was going to taste like when I first was doing it, but it gives you kind of like a red hot candy flavor. Like I never had that flavor in cinnamon before, but when you extract it and you put those cinnamon sticks inside that vodka, it extracts all of the flavor versus what you would get if you bought a powdered cinnamon that's been sitting on the shelf for God knows how long. So I'm gonna show you one time what fresh ground cinnamon looks like versus what you buy in the grocery store. The fresh ground is so much more strong cinnamon flavor versus the store-bought cinnamon powder, ground cinnamon. So if you have the opportunity, if you have one of these magic bullets, this magic bullet will actually, I use the small cup, and it actually grinds my fresh cinnamon. So you can use this to grind cinnamon, and I'm sure other spices as well. So like I said, I'm gonna put these into the oven and I'll be right back. So hi, welcome back. Our cakes are finished now, and I'm just going to dust them a little bit with a little powdered sugar. You could ice them, put a frosting on top, but this cake, it has so much flavor. I really don't need to put icing on top of it. So I'm just gonna put a little sugar, a little powdered sugar on it, just for a presentation. Looks a little prettier with some powdered sugar on top. And then I'll be ready. I'm gonna take these to church with me tonight and share them with my friends, and I'll let you see what the finished what the people say about the cake. So I'll see you next time, and thanks again for watching. Bye. Please remember to push the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, and please leave me some comments. I appreciate it. Oh, don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. So thanks for watching. Bye.